Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Exotic, adjective and noun. Exoticism, exoticness, exotically. Exotic, adjective. Strikingly unusual or foreign in appearance, character, or origin, often evoking a sense of intriguing unfamiliarity. Originating from a distant or foreign country. Exotic fruits, exotic travel destinations. Unconventionally attractive or fascinating due to rarity or novelty. Exotic fashion, exotic decor, biology or ecology. Non-native to a region, exotic species. Physics, unusual or non-classical properties. Exotic matter. Literary, suggesting mystical or otherworldly qualities. GRE or SAT. The exotic lore of ancient legends. Exotic, adjective. The market sold exotic fruits like dragon fruit and durian that weren't grown locally. Her exotic style, blending traditional textiles with modern designs, caught everyone's attention. Biologists warn about the ecological risks of introducing exotic species to new environments. The quantum physics lecture discussed theoretical particles with exotic properties. The novel setting, an exotic island with hidden temples, inspired readers' imaginations. Exotically, adverb. The dancer moved exotically, her gestures reminiscent of distant cultural traditions. The restaurant was decorated exotically, with lanterns and tapestries from Southeast Asia. Exoticism, noun. The artist's work celebrated the exoticism of North African landscapes through vibrant colors. Critics debated whether the film's portrayal of tribal rituals leaned into problematic exoticism. Exoticness, noun. The exoticness of the imported spices transformed the chef's familiar recipes. Travelers often seek the exoticness of remote destinations to escape routine. Key tips for standardized tests, usage and importance, TOEFL. Listen or read for exotic in cultural, ecological, or artistic context. For example, exotic species threaten local biodiversity. SAT or GRE. Analogy questions may contrast exotic with mundane or native. Text completion might use exoticism to discuss art or literature. GMAT appears in critical reasoning passages about global business or environmental policies. Likely question formats, analogies. Exotic is to familiar as rare is to common. Exoticism is to culture as realism is to art. Synonym selection. The exotic melody, blank, A, foreign, B, harsh, C, simple, D, traditional. Answer A. Sentence completion. The blank of the marketplace's goods made it a tourist attraction. Answer, exoticness. Common confusables. Erotic, relating to sexual desire, versus exotic, unfamiliar or unusual. a frequent spelling or meaning trap. Endemic, native to a region versus exotic, non-native. Esoteric, understood by few versus exotic, unfamiliar but not necessarily obscure. Relevant idioms or proverbs. The grass is always greener on the other side. Connects to seeking the exotic as idealized. Familiarity breeds contempt. Contrasts with exotic novelty. Test-taking strategies. TOEFL. Note collocations like exotic species, exotic travel, or culturally exotic. GRE or GMAT. In reading comprehension, exoticism may signal a passage's theme. For example, cultural appropriation debates. SAT. Eliminate answer choices that confuse exotic with erratic or erroneous.